fare thee well, oh honey, fare thee well.
What's up, y'all? This is the Rejected Film Club. Alright, my name's Deshaun.
I'm Kendall.
Yeah, we are the Rejected Film Club, coming to you with another review, Inside Llewyn Davis.
This film was directed by the Coen brothers, 2013, starring Oscar Isaac as the title character.
We also have Adam Driver, John Goodman,
Carey Mulligan.
Right?
The film takes place New York, 1961, the Greenwich Village. And it basically tells the story of the titular character, Llewyn Davis, who is a struggling folk singer trying to make his way and get mainstream.
Sure. So yeah, so let's talk about it. Now this is the spoiler-free section. So take a look in the bottom left corner, and then we'll have a little indicator there to say, okay, when we're going from the spoiler-free to the spoiler section. In terms of the story, right? What did you think about it?
I mean, the story. This is one of those movies where I actually do kind of like this type of movies where it's like there's not much plot.
Right.
This is a movie where if you're expecting to be plot twists, you're expecting deeper. Like it's not really like that. This is a movie where you have a character doesn't really change at all in the film. Things just kind of happen to him. You just kind of seeing how this character interacts with things and people and situations that occur.
Right.
But overall, I thought the story was. I thought it was done well. It was very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I agree as well. The story was not too important as much as more of the experience, I guess.
Right.
Because it was showing how, a man is going through these different struggles, and we just gotta. He's trying to overcome them, but I guess due to many factors in life, it's just hard to kind of get a grasp on certain things. But definitely something to take note of. So next would be the performance. Am I gonna say that?
Yeah, performance. It's great performances. This is, as far as I understand, this was Oscar Isaac's breakthrough performance, and this is how this is probably what was shown on the reel to help him get the role of Poe Dameron in Star Wars. Great performance by Oscar Isaac. Dude, John Goodman was in it.
Yeah.
And as soon as he paused, like, that John Goodman? Like, yeah, that's John Goodman.
Yeah.
And John Goodman's awesome in pretty much everything he's in. He's hilarious. He's only in it for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, just even about that, right?
Like only a few scenes.
Like
one part of the movie.
True.
But he's in it. It was awesome.
Yeah, for real. Who else? Fun fact, right? Adam Driver is in the film too.
Oh yeah,
right?
dude.
So,
more Star Wars people.
Yeah. So I don't know if this was when they were cool, you know what I mean? And then some shit happened maybe before they started fighting
Right.
each other. But
before he was Kylo Ren, and before Poe was on the Resistance.
Yeah.
But, Adam Driver was in it. He was only in it for one scene too.
True. Right.
It's kind of weird for Adam Driver because I haven't seen all of Girls, but I've seen a couple episodes. And he's a very interesting character in Girls.
Yeah,
I heard about to see him in a movie like this, and he was kind of weird even in this film.
True.
But
to
see him in films like this, and then see him be Star Wars, what are you doing here?
Right. Oh my god. Yeah. Actually, it was that was a pretty good thing to see. The irony of it, and he did I mean, although he was barely in there, like a smidge.
5 minutes.
Yeah, right. He was still noteworthy,
Yeah.
But,
who else was in this?
We got Carey Mulligan.
Carey Mulligan. She played Jean.
Yeah. Jean is
I think so.
That's Jean Burke.
Yeah.
Burke?
Yeah. Jean Burke. Yeah. Carey Mulligan, I don't really know her movies like that, so I'll just say off of this movie. I didn't really feel her character like that.
Yeah.
That's probably not really her fault. I would say it's more the writing. but I guess we could get into that. I guess in the spoiler section.
True. We'll get there.
Who else was in this movie? Justin Timberlake was in this movie.
Right? Yo, that shit was crazy, right? Yo, I was like, yo, is that him, bro? You know, and yo, the boy, I mean, when he's on screen, he could definitely pull it off as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not a bad actor.
I give him credit. I give him credit for real.
And he sings.
Right. And then I think that's why, too, Oscar Isaac got the role, because he has some musical background.
Oh, he does?
Right. He went to, I think, the Performing Arts.
Tisch School in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, NYU? Damn.
Yeah, he went there, and
if you go to Tisch School of the Arts, you are going places. You will be somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, doing big things.
Oh my God, for real, man. So, hey, man, it's great to see something like that. It's okay. I think you might be a New Yorker. If not, you know, facts still remains. Hey, you're in your hometown and shit. You know, just do it. Plus my hometown.
Yeah, it's him.
Sure.
Oscar Isaac's from Miami. That's my hometown. So.
Oscar Isaac?
Yeah.
Oh, you see? All right. So I'll give credit to Miami down south. You know what I mean? That's what's up. So what else we got? We got who else we got? Main character wise, Jean Joy. Oh yeah, his sister, Janine Sorrellis.
That was the actress then.
Yeah, she played his sister when he goes to get some money or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think of her?
Straightforward performance. I can't,
Yeah.
I can't really hate. I mean, pretty much everybody's performance in this movie was pretty good.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So we can't get too much into the spoilers, but definitely when we go to the spoiler section, yeah, we'll definitely get more in depth about it. So we know John Goodman is in it.
Yeah.
And he does well. Funny fact too. Our first review on this channel. John Goodman was in the film
10
Cloverfield Lane. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't get to upload the spoiler section. It was just timing, etc. So yeah, I'll definitely try to make it up to y'all. But yeah, definitely he does this shit too with that. And then now we got yeah, we'll definitely get more into the cast in the spoiler section. So now cinematography. What did you think?
I like the cinematography. It's a very gray film, like dark tones and like playing with shadows. Yeah, and your last name's Gray.
Right, true.
But it was a very the tone of the film was very gray, very dark, and it's a black comedy film. It's a dark humor film. So that kind of tone of the picture tone kind of matches that. And then that's kind of a spoiler, so I'll wait to the spoiler section to get to that part.
Yeah, definitely. When you see the cinematography, it kind of felt like a mysterious world. Especially with the shadows, the way how they were emphasized in certain scenes.
They played a lot with hard shadows, soft lighting.
Yeah, for real. So it reminded me of another film's kind of technique with lighting, and it was more of a. It kind of reminded me of Jim Carrey's the series of Unfortunate Events.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, that came out. I think
read the books, didn't see the movies.
Oh yeah, and then I know they're on Netflix, so definitely check that out if y'all haven't. But it was it kind of reminded me of that. So I said, definitely felt like that mysterious world. But we'll get into more spoiler section. I think that's about everything that we could touch on for the spoiler section. So, what do you think? Recommend it?
Yes, recommend it. For me, I'm not as much into summer blockbusters. The action, the Transformers. It's not really my thing anymore. I kind of like just character studies and character stories. I think this film in particular is a very good example of just studying a character and how to write a character. The dialogue in this film was pretty good. It could be snappy at times.
The Coen brothers.
Again, it's not a story. It's not a story where you're going to be moved like it's some Tom Hanks movie or something like that. It's just a movie. A guy struggling to make it, and he's just trying to find his way in life. And it's a good character study, and I liked it a lot. He doesn't really change, but it's a good movie.
For real, for real. I mean, the same with me. Totally in sync with Kendall's, recommendation. When I watched it, I didn't know what to expect because actually it was Kendall who had it on his list of films, and I didn't even hear about the Coen Brothers since since they made this movie called Inside Man. So I didn't even know about this film coming up to it, and then of course No Country for Old Men, one of my favorites. So,
classic.
Right? So I'm glad to see that they actually brought something that was, under the radar in terms of maybe buzz, but definitely gained some attention.
Right. I mean, it's going to get critical. It got critical acclaim. This movie came out in 2013.
2013,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Critical acclaim. Breakthrough performance for Oscar Isaac. It's a great film. Very enjoyable.
For real. So now we're about to transition to the spoiler section. Yes. So stay tuned, y'all, and we'll let y'all know when we switch over. All right. Peace. So what's up, man? Hey, we're in the spoiler section now. So just be warned, all right? We put that icon in the corner that we said we are gonna do, so that way we were going. So if you want to,
you had time. You had time.
You had time. Exactly what I said, for real. So all right, now story wise, I know that we say there's not really too much of a story there, but basically the experience. What did you think?
Experience was it was good. Yeah. For the most part, the film takes place in New York. Mm-hmm. So he's going to different clubs. He goes to what was that guy's name? Papa Coxio?
Pappy. Yeah. Max Costello. His full name, I think I have. Yeah.
It's called The Gaslight.
Yeah, I just call him Pappy.
The Gaslight was the name of the club, wasn't it?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like his routine spot. But he kind of hates playing there.
Yeah. Sure.
And then we go from there. We go to a recording studio for Columbia Records. We go to Chicago. We go.
Yeah.
He kind of goes all over the place, particularly in the last half of the film before he comes back.
Right.
I believe the whole film takes place within a week.
Yeah, within a week.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
His life is not very good. It's a kind of struggling life.
Yeah, for real.
So I think going back to about Carey Mulligan, her character.
Yeah.
So basically, Llewyn, Oscar Isaac's character Llewyn, he had an affair with Regine, played by Carey Mulligan.
Oh man!
And she got pregnant.
He in that bed with another musician, huh?
Yeah. She got pregnant, and so she kind of hates him.
Yeah.
And his storyline with her, their dynamic is basically that they kind of work out this deal that she'll have an abortion.
How you gonna be mad at him? When you were the one who signed up for it,
Right, and that's the thing. That was the thing that I kind of didn't like about her character, was that it was just sort of she I like initially I liked it.
Yeah.
Her attitude towards him. She calls him asshole every 2 seconds.
Or say fucking asshole. Yeah, you can't get your everything you touch turns to fucking shit. You fucking
it was funny at first, but then she just keeps going on and on about it, and she keeps and that was kind of it didn't necessarily sour the film, but that's kind of the only thing I remember from this film that I didn't particularly like, was just we get it. He's an asshole.
Right.
He's an asshole. Over the course of the film, he is an asshole.
He is.
He's a bum. He sleeps in people's couches, doesn't really help them with anything.
Right.
He's an asshole. He takes random cats off the street and try to pass them off.
True.
He's
true. Hey, listen, it's not his. Hey, well, it is his fault that he fucking lost the damn cat of the gore fines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude. At the end of the day, man, you should already have this mindset that the cat is not going to, you know, remain down. He took him from the house, from the apartment unintentionally, and then went into the train. Took him on the train. Then he was about to take him home. Like, yo, during all those scenes, the fucking cat was trying to get away. And then rather than say, okay, when he fucking puts the bowl down, or the piece of plate down with some milk right next to the fucking window, like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and he opened that bitch, so I'm like, come on.
First of all, cats are assholes. I hate cats.
For real.
I hate cats, so I
I'm
don't
allergic,
know why he.
so I'm
you know,
better off, but yeah.
But I think one of the things that in my film classes that I like, and you kind of mentioned it with the cat, giving the cat milk and stuff.
Right.
I think one of the things I learned in my film classes, one of my writing classes, is that you always want to have some moments where, if a character's an asshole, if a character's not particularly likable or relatable, you want to give them some kind of moment, some kind of human moment where they actually do seem like a real person. That moment with the cat bowl, I did like that moment. I thought that was a good moment to show that. Just be like, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like the scene in the restaurant with Gene.
Yeah.
When they're talking about the abortion, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, there's the cat. Yeah. And he runs outside, he gets the cat, he brings it back, and he like gives it milk.
Yeah.
And like he kind of like, as much of an asshole as he is,
right.
It was nice to see that. Oh well, at least he does care about the cat. Some degree, like he is trying to take care of it, and he gives it milk. It's like, oh, he probably hasn't eaten in like 2 days.
Yeah,
like I mean, that was a good character moment, and I like that.
True. Yeah, actually, I ain't gonna lie. I also see some symbolism with that cat because of his what was it? The previous girlfriend. We never see her, but
Diane. Yeah,
Diane. Right. She had the abortion.
But she didn't.
Right.
Like she didn't.
That.
Yeah.
I like the way he did it. Yeah. So she did. She was supposed to, but she basically told him some bullshit. So basically, what it was as far as him not being able to see his daughter, I felt that the cat was a symbolic representation of the daughter, like saying, okay, you're trying. Oh no, actually, not the first one, not the Gorfine's first cat, but the second one, which he thought was the cat, right. That cat seemed to stick around more. You know what I mean? Like if you notice how
he doesn't really squirm as much.
Yeah,
and try to get away like the original cat did.
Nah, he was. I think it was a she. Yeah, it was a she. Right.
Yeah.
It was a female cat because when he goes to take where's his scrotum? I was like, yo, are you serious, bro? Damn, how did you notice that shit so quickly? And then shit. So, what was it? Yeah, so he takes the cat, and then he goes on the road trip with John Goodman plus Johnny Five, played by what's the dude's name?
I can't remember that.
I got him.
I've seen him in something.
Yeah, I think he was in Girls. Talk about that. Yeah,
I haven't seen Girls like that. I just saw a couple episodes. I don't remember.
Johnny Five, Garrett Hudlin, or Hedlund. Yeah, Hedlund. Right. He was also in Tron Legacy.
Didn't see that.
Yeah,
I'm a terrible film student.
Right, but he's when he was on that journey, then when Johnny Five gets locked up, the cat is left in the back seat with John Goodman. So it was like, okay, does he take the cat or leave it?
He fucking left that cat.
Right,
that was the best. That was my favorite moment of the movie.
That was wow. We even getting ahead of each other, but yeah. So that was. I ain't gonna lie, that road trip was my favorite too. Just the whole experience, just seeing them.
Yeah, but, I think the cat kind of symbolizes like his like chase of success, or like his like goal, and how it keeps eluding him, keeps getting away from him. Doesn't want like he's the whole movie. He's trying to be, he's trying to get a deal. He's trying to get money so that he can actually like live.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
He's living, job to job, gig to gig.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way that the cat kept, first it's there, and he kind of has it, then it gets away, and he comes back, and he keeps chasing it. Right. I feel like it's also symbolic of him trying to chase his dreams and trying to chase his like artistic vision.
True. True. Yeah. I mean, that's a great point to say, like, of how even after. What do you think of the accident? When he hit, I think he might have hit the cat.
He did.
Yeah.
There's blood on the car. Yeah, he did
Right.
eat the cat.
And then we see something in the shadows when the cat goes off. So,
Yeah.
what did you think? Like, was that? I don't know how to interpret it. Maybe it was like, okay, if you don't want to be with me, I'll leave you alone, kind of deal, right?
I feel like that might have been, I feel like it might have been something like if you would have just kept following through with it,
Yeah.
you could have had it. 'Cause I think that's also the point where he kind of just gives up.
That's some new revelation shit.
Right, yeah, he kind of just gives up. Cause like the thing that I like about this film is that it kind of displays like this drive of the artist to be true and not compromise, and that's one thing that he never does in the film is he doesn't compromise. They say, oh, you could be, he gets offered to be like a backup singer by was it Bud Grossman?
Yeah, Bud Grossman.
Yeah, he gets offered to be a backup singer.
Murray Abraham. Yeah, Murray.
That's always the guy from Homeland.
Yeah. I remember him back when he played Amistad. Yeah, he was in Amistad. Right?
Amadeus?
Amadeus,
yeah.
right, Amadeus.
Yeah.
I said Amistad, the slave ship, my fault.
It's almost Black History.
Right?
But like I feel like that was kind of like a thing where he never compromises, he never really, it's like he's offered, you can be the backup singer. This is like, no, I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Oh, get back together with your old singing partner. No, I'm not doing that. I want to be known for me. And I feel like that's kind of symbolic of, and not to be pretentious.
Yeah.
But like
even
artists,
like,
whether, you and me want to do film.
No,
there's all kinds of people that want to do film,
that
want to do music, that want to do some sort of artistic vision, and like at some point you might have to face like, do I compromise? Do I adjust or change my vision to be more successful, or to just even to make ends meet?
True.
Do I do that? And in this film, he didn't.
Nah, and then that's one thing I realized. When you're trying to be a an artist of any sort, you definitely will have to compromise because at the end of the day, people have their own strengths and weaknesses. So if y'all can meld together and just work towards a common goal, then that's better. But if you are thinking like, nah, I'm better, or, like doing this, okay.
I mean, it just depends on what you're willing to live with.
Right. Exactly.
Not to go too off that, but like you could have an artist like a J. Cole or something, right? And he's like, I'm not compromising. I'm just gonna tell the stories that I want to tell, make the music that I want to make, and I don't care about making a single or making radio success. And to some degree, that may not get him the mainstream success that he deserves. He might not win a Grammy that he really needs.
Right.
But it's what he wants to tell. Whereas someone else might make, I'm just gonna make club hits.
True.
And I'll make a bunch of money off of that, but I'll never, I might not ever really be regarded as like one of the greats of my profession. True. But I'll make the money.
Yeah. So that's what you gotta think about. But those are rare, occasions when somebody could just say, okay, go solo.
Yeah.
Especially if they're known for an act. So
yeah,
I definitely appreciate the film for doing that.
It's a very melancholy film. It's kind of like, can be depressing.
For real.
But that's what I kind of like about it. Is that it's kind of like this. It's not no Disney,
True.
dreamy fairy tale. Oh, if we believe in ourselves. No, that's not what this movie is. This movie is just like, this is what really happens. This is real. This is the struggle that if you really want to do what you want to do, this is how you can struggle. And there are going to be people that will make it, but for a lot of people, they don't get to.
Real talk.
And that's depressing, but that's just real. That's honest.
Real talk.
And that's what I like about it.
I agree with everything 100%, So, so if you watch this, just make sure you have a box of Kleenex or something, to uplift, just
you
keep you comfortable. Maybe have a teddy bear, what I mean?
It's not like that. It's not sad. It's just
right.
It
just gives you that vibe.
I think the thing that kind of worries me about it is that people, and they got critical of him, but I feel like maybe the average viewer wouldn't want to watch it because it is like kind of bleak. It is kind of like gray. Yeah. And I think that. And there's not really anything flashy or attention grabbing necessarily. And I feel like that the average movie viewer
Yeah.
may not want to see that. But
Yeah.
I think it's something that people should see.
Right, yeah. You know, so and then talk about Gray, you know, that definitely leads into our next, you know, thing, cinematography.
Right.
Yeah, bro. So in terms of cinematography, the colors, as we just said, right, kind of gave it more a depressing vibe to it. Like yeah, even like while he was performing in the first scene, with the bar, the gaslight bar,
very dark, smoky, hazy.
Yeah. And
Lights just on him.
yeah, selective lighting, I call it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas certain people in the crowd were lit, certain characters were not. Then right after he performs, he goes outside to the alley, and you notice, right, the guy who we saw,
the guy that beats him up,
always kept in the shadows.
There's one instance where his face comes to light.
Yeah.
But it's no one that, I don't think it's anyone that was recognizable.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just so crazy of how he, you know, the like say, okay, I think that was even symbolic to say, it does not matter who the guy is. It was more of, okay, what he did was wrong. Llewyn, what he did was wrong to the guy's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, hey, eventually kind of like judgment or punishment in a sense is coming to him. You know what I mean? Like a little ass kicking, you know, to so I mean he took it though.
Yeah, I mean, I also liked my favorite. Shit, that's kind of going to another subject.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I think my favorite shot of the movie was the subway scene in the beginning. He's on the subway with the cat.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just showing the reflection in the glass, and you're seeing all the streets. You're seeing like 6th Street, 72nd Street, whatever. Yeah. And like kind of just see you just see like the cat just sitting there, and then you see the cat's reflection.
Right.
And it almost looks like the cat's like an actual person just sitting there.
Yeah. And then just observing like.
Yeah.
Where we
like
going?
the cat's just moving his head back and forth, seeing like. Right. That was my favorite sequence of shots in the movie.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was definitely interesting to see. You know, and then as you said, like felt like a person. I felt that way too. Like kind of the mind of a child. You know, whereas the child is just does not know where they're being led to.
Bruno Del Bono.
Bruno Del Bono is
a French cinematographer.
Okay.
So that's the guy that did Inside Llewyn Davis. He was DP.
Definitely give credit to him with that. Plus, the bathroom scene when
John Goodman.
Yeah, when he passes out. I felt like a vibe from The Matrix, like
in terms of like the coloring.
Yeah, with the green walls.
Especially the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely something that kind of felt like kind of surreal in a sense.
Yeah. Very gray, very monotone.
Right.
That was a good scene too.
Right. Yeah. And even after he hits the cat, the shadow effect. Right. Just having the cat in the darkness, just go off into the woods.
Which side note? So in the film, in that scene when he hits the cat, he's driving the car at night.
Right.
With classic music playing.
Yeah.
If you ever see a scene in a movie with someone driving in a car with classical music playing, they will be in a car accident. They will hit something. They will hit something. I don't know where that's from, but that's just like the whole time I'm watching, like it's dark, it's snowy.
Right.
Classical music playing. First of all, he was already tired. Classical music makes you sleepy.
There you go.
So like he was gonna hit something.
Something was going to happen, and then hey. Fortunately, the cat did live, right? Fortunately.
But I really don't like cats. I really don't. Not like domesticated cats. No.
The street ones?
Yeah. No. I don't know cats.
Hey, I feel you. I mean, I'm allergic to them, so I'm cool. You know what I mean? And then, I remember I was petting one before, and that fucker scratched me, so I'm like this and damn, son, and I was just trying to be nice to the motherfucker, but whatever. So, but yeah, man. Definitely, the cinematography was pretty good. Oh yeah, then a lot of dark colors. You know, like I was noticing. After he does the performance for Grossman at the club in Chicago, I forgot what that one's called. But
I can't remember.
right after he did that, he went to the car where the guy, basically the car he drove that night, and then it showed a dark navy blue kind of color to it. I was like, damn, that's just crazy. But
and even the characters, their clothing, very dark,
very selective. One scene that seemed a little brightening would be the gore finds. If you notice, when they always had their doors open, their room seemed a little bit brighter than the rest of the other apartments, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like flooded with light.
Yeah, to kind of show that they're trying to make him happy, but he just refuses to take their opportunities. So definitely something to take note of. Yeah. But definitely the lighting crew, props to y'all, man. So now the next one would be performance. Yeah, we can go into performance. Something that we ain't touch on, we can touch on it.
I mean, I think I kind of touched on it.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone pretty much has a great performance.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone, Oscar Isaac was great. John Goodman was great.
Yeah.
Timberlake, Adam Driver, Carey Mulligan.
Yeah.
They had good performances. There's actually Carey Mulligan. Well, that's not really. My thing with Carey Mulligan's character, that wasn't really about her performance. That was just about the writing of her character. I can't really knock her.
Well, no, even the performance, she really played. Pardon my term, ladies, but a bitchy character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of how are you blaming him, but you're the one who had sex with him. You know what I mean? And then talking about how, when you have sex with somebody, you should wear a double condom.
Yeah.
And wrap electric tape.
Yeah. That was funny.
Stupid, yo, for real. So,
which, by the way, kids, that does not work. Double condoms does not work.
Word, right? Hey, man, it just happens. But listen, at the end of the day, just know what you're signing up for when you have sex with somebody. But that was, the one part that I definitely give her credit for because,
Yeah, I mean, her performance was good. Just for me personally, the writing of the character, you get it, she hates him. First couple lines, she's just berating him. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if she just keeps going on every sentence, it's very repetitive.
Yeah.
And that kind of irritated me slightly.
Really drilling that shit.
After 3 minutes.
Right.
It's asshole, jackass. Okay, we get it.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, we get it. But that's not the issue of Mulligan's performance. That's just the writing, really.
Right. So and I say shit. They wanted a bitchy character.
They got it.
They got it right.
They got it.
So I definitely give the Coen brothers, their credit too. What else? John Goodman. Yep. Yeah, he was a funny fucking character. He he definitely was, a highlight of the film, and it's funny how he didn't get much screen time, but still left a big impression. So I definitely give him credit for his role. Especially when he was just chilling in the back, and then he was talking mad shit to the dude, how.
This reminder of the time back in Marseille when I did this. It's it's John Goodman.
Yo, right.
It's John Goodman. You already know what you're getting.
Yeah, and when the cat popped up at the first time, the second cat.
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker said, "Yo."
Now he said some shit.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, what is it?" And then he's like, "Oh, this is my cat or something." And then,
this is my cat, but it's not my cat. He's like, "Oh."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, what are you, a fag?"
You queer? He's like a man with a guitar and a cat.
Yeah.
He's like, you queer?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
Don't get triggered.
Are you queer? Yeah. Are you queer? I don't know.
Did you leave your dick behind too? Something like that.
Yeah. Yo. Oh yeah. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't just leave it behind. So John Goodman says, oh, did you bring the cat with you? Oh no, did you leave your balls behind as well?
Yeah.
Or did you carry your balls? I was like, wow, son, he really trying to go in on him. So I don't know, but at the end of the day, it was a great performance.
Yeah, the performance is pretty good.
And who else? The driver, Garrett
Hedlund.
Yeah, right. He
barely speaks.
Barely, right? But I wonder what happened to him with that police officer.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I guess they passed out on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And so cops being cops,
right.
See a car parked on the side of the road, 3 people in it.
Right.
And that was after John Goodman's character was high off of heroin, I guess.
Right.
But knocks on the door.
Yeah.
His character Johnny Five gets a smart ass comment, and 60s officers didn't play that shit, so they don't play that shit now. So
I know.
He gets taken to the police station. He gets arrested.
Yeah.
They just leave John Goodman's character there.
That's what I'm saying. Like if anything, I thought he would call for backup and then have him come in, but
not for something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but took the boy home. Boy said I gotta still go on my route, and it didn't turn out as he probably had expected. But definitely great performance from him too. And then we have the one who plays his sister, Joy. Joy was not playing with that cursing shit in her house, like him cursing or whatnot.
I mean, she again, I'm gonna keep saying this, but it's good performances all around.
Right.
Joy, she's not in it very much. She's only for like 2 or 3 scenes in the movie, maybe total 5 minutes of runtime.
Yeah. True.
But she did her thing. She had a good performance.
True.
Who else was in it?
We got Adam Driver, barely in there. I'm like, how the hell you play Kylo Ren, and now in this one you barely show up, but he was definitely good.
Before his day.
Right.
I guess one thing we could talk about was also the music of the film, because that kind of ties into the performances.
The score. Yeah.
I'm not really into folk music.
Depressing.
Me being a black male.
Black man, right? Like, you don't
really
like it.
Scene.
Right.
Now, I do enjoy all kinds of music, except country. Don't like country. But I thought, the folk music was pretty good. Didn't know Oscar Isaac could sing. Which that was him singing, right?
Right. I love the last scene too. It's like, fare thee well, fare thee well. Then talk about that. I believe it was like a symbolic goodbye to his friend, his bandmate who passed away. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty.
The performances were pretty. The music performances were pretty good. I thought it matched because I didn't realize like folk songs are pretty depressing.
Yeah.
Like all the songs were about like people dying and hang me and all this other stuff, and that matches the tone of the film, matches the message of the film, I guess you could say. And it's pretty good. I also noticed that I don't really think there was much music in the film aside from when they were actually performing.
Right.
I think the rest of the film was pretty much silent.
Yeah.
Or there was not much music.
Yeah, and if the music is there, not too upbeat, the only upbeat song would be the one that Justin Timberlake's character, what's his name? Jim. Yeah, Jim. That's the only upbeat song I could think of from the movie, whereas he wrote it and then they're recording it. Then it was just kind of like a silly song, basically about a man going into space. But it was definitely.
That's kind of depressing too, though.
Don't
Don't shoot me into space, Kennedy.
Don't shoot me into space. And then Adam, he did shine in that scene though, with the voice he was making.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty good, but yes.
I mean, they played Old McDonald had a farm in there somewhere. I think in the car.
Maybe. No, they.
I think that was the scene when he's going back to New York.
Yeah, Old McDonald, or was it a song that's similar to?
No, it was Old McDonald.
Old McDonald, okay. Yeah.
I watched movies with subtitles.
Yeah.
So it said Old McDonald was playing.
Same. Hey, call us weird, but at the end of the day, you know, I like to read, and that's how I know. But yeah, I know the words that I'm hearing. So yeah. What was it? So yeah, but you know, hey, if you could still surpass the folk music, you know, and still enjoy it, hey, we highly encourage, you know, people to see it. So
now, did you
what's up?
Did you know the reference at the end when he sees the new person playing in the club?
Yeah. He saw a new person playing in the club.
Do you know who that was?
Nah.
That was Bob Dylan.
Oh shit!
The guy at the end with the guitar and the harmonica.
Yeah.
That was Bob Dylan.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was a young Bob Dylan playing in the club.
That was crazy. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Right, because I heard him singing a similar song to Fairly Well as dude was walking back. So I'm Bob Dylan. Wow. Yeah, that's what's up. I gotta do my research on Bob Dylan too. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not into folk music, but I had a teacher that played a lot of Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan has some real messages.
Yeah. For real.
Somehow he's still alive. He's like 80.
Hey, blessings, you know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
If you see another day, you know.
But yeah, so we want to get to favorite moments.
Favorite moments, yeah. The road trip.
Road trip with John Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be my favorite moment because it kind of shows like how life is an open road in a sense, and yeah, you just never know, you know, which obstacles are going to come to you, you know, and knowing that you had two other people, Llewyn Davis had, you know, Mr. Turner, and then John Five keeping them company. Kind of felt like, you know, like basically you're going to have people with you and just see where the journey goes, you know. And then unfortunately this one's kind of depressing, but yeah. What was yours, man?
When he hits the cat, or he leaves the cat in the car.
Damn, I was about to say shit, man.
No, I'm playing.
The cat was limping.
No, I'm playing. Right. My favorite moment was actually the scene in Chicago when he actually performs for Bud Grossman.
That was your favorite?
And then, you know, as an audience, you're like, oh, this is it. He's going to get his deal. He's going to get his gig. This is his shot. And then he's like, no. Bud Grossman's like, no, you got talent, but you're not going to make us any money.
Yeah.
And then he offers him, you know, you can be a backup singer as part of this group. And he's like, and then Llewyn Davis is like, no, I'm not doing that. No. I just like that a lot. It was a very dark scene in terms of like the lighting and tone. But I just like it as a story and a character perspective. It's just like, again, and not to be super depressing, but like this is how a lot of things go for a lot of people. And that's just honest. And I like the fact that he wasn't, even though it was kind of dumb, I respect the fact that he wasn't willing to compromise because he wanted to do the things that he wanted to do, and he wanted to do it his way.
Right.
So I really like that, and that was probably my favorite scene.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, you know, I try to see the lighter side of things, but hey, you know, that's the thing, you know, like don't compromise. At least if you feel very adamant about something, try not to compromise your particular perspective. Instead, try to, you know, correspond with somebody on the same level. You know, that's the thing. But yeah, definitely a film that we recommend for y'all.
Yeah.
But hey, so any more thoughts?
Are we doing number reviews?
No, I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we recommend it. Both of us recommend it.
Both, for real.
Pretty good.
Yes. So yes. So we have more reviews coming soon. Just stay tuned, and thank you for watching or listening. And we'll definitely keep y'all updated with anything else that we got coming up. All right. Peace out.
Check the film club.
Yeah.